It looks like a historic building, but behind the facade hides a fortress that resembles a maximum security prison. The White House is one of the most well-protected places in the world, and its security system makes even the most modern high-tech bunkers look outdated. In this video, we'll show you the most incredible security features of the White House, from cutting-edge technology and highly trained soldiers to animals. Let's begin our exploration of the impressive security architecture of the White House from the outside. One of the incredible security features of the White House is something you actually can't miss, yet no one notices it right away. We're talking about the windows. The glass of the White House windows is made of 7-centimeter thick, multi-reinforced bulletproof glass. This way, it cannot shatter, even in the event of massive gunfire. The bulletproof glass deflects bullets from all firearms and remains intact even during explosions and rocket attacks. We wondered if anyone has ever tested it. And yes, more than 10 years ago, a man opened fire on the White House without warning. With a semi-automatic assault rifle, he fired 8 shots. One of them hit a window on the second floor. But the bulletproof glass did its job. The bullet got stuck in the glass and did not penetrate it. Without the bulletproof glass, the president would be exposed to deadly danger at all times. The next security measure can become deadly very quickly for an intruder. On the roof of the White House are many snipers armed with powerful rifles. Since the White House grounds are so large, it's almost impossible to see them from the street, but if you're near the White House, you can be sure that they are constantly watching you. They monitor everything that happens across the 7.5 hectares, and they have a clear line of fire over the entire area. Of course, the White House snipers are not just any snipers. The specially trained marksmen of the Secret Service are literally among the best in the world. What does that mean? Well, each one of them is skilled enough to neutralize any target with a single shot from an incredible distance. By the way, the White House snipers are constantly tested. Every month, they must pass an exam where they have to hit a target at a distance of up to 900 meters with perfect accuracy. Anyone who misses is out. There are no mistakes here. When it comes to protecting the president, there are no compromises. Next, we come to a security measure that at first glance looks ordinary and boring, but it certainly is not: the White House fence. The White House fence is not really even a fence, but a true maximum security barrier, specially designed to keep intruders away. But what makes it so special? First, it is 4 meters high. Second, at the top it is so sharp that it is almost impossible to get over it, even if you manage to climb the 4 meters. But the most impressive is the third feature: the technology built into the fence. The fence is equipped with special sensors that are triggered when pressure is applied. As soon as someone touches it, an alarm goes off. But this comes at a price. The construction of the fence cost an unbelievable $64 million. Nevertheless, some crazy people have tried to get past the fence, with absolutely zero success. And even if someone somehow manages it, right behind it awaits a second insurmountable security zone: the Secret Service, because sometimes human protectors are more effective than any technology. The agents of the Secret Service definitely have the most important job at the White House, namely the protection of the president and his family. That's why they use incredible methods. There is a secret protocol that ensures the president is monitored 24 hours a day from every angle. But how is that possible? This is only possible if you literally surround the president and even monitor with drones from the air. With this technology, the Secret Service can identify any threat in advance and eliminate it. To be able to neutralize enemies quickly in an emergency, the Secret Service also has an arsenal. This consists of state-of-the-art weapons and includes everything necessary to end an attack within seconds. Even chemical weapons are available as a last line of defense to protect the president at all costs. But another element makes the Secret Service the most formidable security organization in the world. Every agent is prepared to sacrifice their life to protect the president. In an emergency, they throw themselves in front of him without hesitation, even when bullets are flying. In fact, this has already happened twice in US history. The honored agents who lost their lives protecting the president were William Craig and Leslie Koffolt. As if these intense security measures were not enough, the Secret Service has yet another ally that makes the White House even safer: guard dogs. They are the ones least hesitant to cause serious damage to an intruder. The guard dogs of the White House are specially trained to use their teeth. In fact, these dogs have the green light to bite in extreme cases. In an intensive training program, the dogs are trained for 20 weeks to recognize even the slightest threat and eliminate it. Next, we come to a White House security feature that is not only incredible, but also unique in the entire world: underground sensors. The entire White House grounds are equipped with high-tech infrared sensors that detect every human movement. Even small mice are detected by the sensors. It is not exactly known how many sensors are installed or where they are located. To the naked eye, they are completely invisible. But this is probably the White House's tactic. How can intruders bypass the sensors if they don't even know where they are? No one will risk being detected by the sensors and triggering an alarm. An absolutely insane invention that ensures maximum security at the White House. But the greatest danger for the president does not lurk on the ground, but in the air. A single attack from the air could wipe out the president's entire family and destroy the White House. The next security feature is therefore absolutely vital for the president: no-fly zones. This means that the airspace over the White House is strictly prohibited. No one can fly there without permission. Whoever ignores the White House's no-fly zone is literally playing with their life. The President's Defense Command does not joke around when it comes to this matter. Intruders are first warned with signals to change course, and if that doesn't work, the military intervenes. And that can mean only two things. If the pilots are lucky, they will be escorted elsewhere, and if they are unlucky, they will be destroyed. How well this works was shown in 2023. At that time, a small airplane actually flew into the restricted zone without permission. Within just 12 minutes, 6 fighter jets had arrived and had the plane in their sights. The fighter jets tried to communicate with the pilot, but nothing happened. 10 minutes later, the plane crashed in Virginia. But that wasn't even the most impressive measure. There is a security feature that would make even James Bond jealous. Beneath the garden, which in reality looks so peaceful, lies a massive secret tunnel system. No one knows how many tunnels actually exist. But where on earth do all these underground tunnels lead, and why are they even needed? They certainly aren't there without reason. In the event of an attack on the White House, the president can be moved safely through the tunnels in seconds and completely invisibly. No one would be able to track exactly where the president is underground. There is not just one tunnel, but an entire system of secret corridors. According to rumors, there are many different exits throughout Washington. For example, at the Treasury Department, at the Capitol, and even at the Pentagon. Absolutely insane if you imagine that beneath the White House, the area must resemble a labyrinth. But it's not just tunnels under the White House grounds. There's also a room that we hope will never be needed, namely a gigantic underground nuclear bunker. The bunker was used once when President George Bush had to be placed in safety after the attacks of September 11th. But how can this bunker truly be so secure? The answer is simple. It lies unbelievably deep underground. Experts assume that the bunker is at least 300 meters beneath the White House, perhaps even much deeper. That is about as deep as the height of the Eiffel Tower. In addition, there are rumors that the bunker was modernized a few years ago, or that an entirely new high-tech bunker was built. The details, however, are top secret. Which of these security features impressed you the most? Write it in the comments. Give a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to our channel. Bye and see you next time.